Hey guys, what's up? This is Blaze the Moving with you yet again, and I just saw the pilot of the show Games of Thrones. Now keep one thing in mind. This video is nothing more than quick thoughts on the show. This is not going to be a review of the first episode, and this isn't even a review of the show itself. This video is nothing more than quick thoughts. Some of you might have a problem with that, but I am saving being informative and explaining who the characters are, what the show is about and so on, until I have seen at least 15 episodes. That's right. After I've seen 15 episodes of the show, I will make a full review of it. Anyway, with that out of the way, I'm just going to tell you the quick thoughts. Now, I am a fan of medieval movies. I mean, movies that take place in the medieval times. And to be honest, I think the Game of Thrones is a whole lot fucking better. A movie that takes place in a medieval age, or a TV show that takes place in the medieval age for that matter, could possibly have. And I really am going to buy the fucking DVD box set whenever it comes out. Yeah, I know this video hasn't been informative. Again, I am going to save that until I have seen at least 15 episodes of the show. Then I am going to make a full review of it. You know that usually I only watch Pokemon on television. I decided to make one small exception to see what the fuss is all about. And I am not going to watch any more episodes on TV of that show. That was just the one episode I was going to watch. I will watch the other episodes on DVD. So yeah, I fucking love that show, and I am going to get it on DVD. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Alright guys, I just finished watching the entire series of Game of Thrones, and I'm gonna have to be honest, I wasn't invested in it at all. And sadly, I mean, for the entire fucking show, I wasn't invested in it during the first season, and that they went through for all 8 fucking seasons. Really, there's only one character which I was really interested in, and that is Tyrion Lannister. I think he's a fucking awesome character, but the rest of the characters, I didn't care about them at all. I wouldn't say that I hate the show. I would more so say that I'm not even remotely fucking interested in it. And I'll be honest, that does make me feel bad. It really does. Because I don't want to be against the crowd when it comes to positive opinions. Hell, I'd rather be with the crowd than being against it when it comes to stuff to love. And I'm also not a big fan of Avengers Endgame. I think it's mediocre. And I still feel bad about that, to be honest. And I also feel bad about not loving Taxi Driver as much as so many people do. Yeah, it's a fucking horrible feeling to have an unpopular negative opinion. It really is. I don't have fun with it at all, but I have to be honest, and in my honest opinion, Game of Thrones just isn't that interesting. I mean, you could say that it is a darker version of Lord of the Rings. That would be an accurate way to describe it. I don't really mind most of the adult stuff in the show, such as sex, large amount of swearing, a lot of gore. I don't mind any of that stuff. In fact, I fucking like seeing that. And normally I don't care about that stuff. That is not what bothers me. What bothers me is that I'm just not fucking invested in the show. And I feel very bad about that. I want to fucking love it as much as so many people do. In fact, I was hoping that the show would get better after the first few seasons. And I wouldn't say that it got better, and I wouldn't say it got worse either. I was as invested in the later seasons as I was in the first couple of seasons, which is not at all. And that does make me feel sad. Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Alright, silly, I was gonna make a video talking about Game of Thrones. Says I was just gonna watch the entire show, and the only purpose was just to watch it for the sake of watching it. I wasn't gonna review it or anything like that, but I'm sure that many people are curious about my opinion on Game of Thrones. So I'm gonna keep this video quick and to the point. Honestly, for the most part, I don't really care for it much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get the appeal. I get why so many people fucking love the show, or at least loved it back when it was new. I completely understand the appeal. But for me personally, it's meh. I am not invested enough in it to talk about it much. Which is why you probably won't see me review the show anytime soon. I will admit that Varf guy in the show is fucking awesome, but other than that, it's meh. Again, I totally get the appeal of the show. It just isn't for me. With that being said,
I am gonna continue watching 1 to 3 episodes of the show a day. Because honestly, even though I'm not interested in the show itself, I always end the day off watching 3 episodes of something. And one plus side to the show is that each episode is 50 minutes long, meaning that there is more than enough time to work on Blaze's Pokemon Adventures and getting far. And I'm not kidding, I got 3 episodes of the series into the editing phase by just Game of Thrones alone, during just the course of a few days, since the show is so fucking long. Yeah, for those who don't know, I usually end the day at 10 PM and at 12 AM on weekends by watching 3 episodes of something. It's usually not for upcoming videos or anything like that. It's just so I can have a fun time watching a good show while working on Blaze's Pokemon Adventures. Okay, enough of that. Now going back to watching Game of Thrones and working on Blaze's Pokemon Adventures.